What is up, ladies and gentlemen? You're here for another episode of John's Gold and Silver. Okay, this is where people go to talk about making money. If you're interested in crypto, this is the #1 hotspot for attracting wealth to your life and building up the body too. Okay, I'm all about health and wealth. So if that is of interest to you, definitely got to hit that subscribe button, guys. Take our lives to the next level. All right. Let me just put in the title here on this video. What should I name the title? Gold and silver bounce back, because they are going back up today, which is nice. Gold and silver are moving up. I'm going to talk about that for sure. And we're going to talk about, can gold hit $8,000 in 2026? I don't know. We're going to find out. I think it can. I think we can. All right, guys. Gold, $8,000 this year. Maybe. Let's see. Come on. Join up, guys. Let's go. Join up. We should be in the prime hours for getting some new subscribers here. We should be in the prime hours. Let's go. Come on, guys. Prime time right now. The algorithm must have shut us down. I hate it when that happens. But it could take weeks to get out of it. Come on, guys. Let's go. You got to pump this video up to help the algorithm. Let's go. There, we got one person in. Good job. We got one person. Thanks. Now I don't even want to talk to you guys. So, let's crack this open. Now that is a good bull. It's a good bull. And that is a good knife. Now that's a knife. All right. Hello, my name is Huge Nuss. I'm a board member at the American Gay Society. I never heard of that. I didn't know that was a real thing, bro. We're having an event in Hollywood next week, and I think you'd be perfect spokesman. I don't think I would be perfect, okay? Where's your hair? I lost it. Let's go, baby. So, yeah, gold, 105 per ounce today. Looking good. Silver back up to 77. It starts to scare everyone, and then it pops right back. Last night, we were up a couple bucks, and then when I went to bed, we were up $50 an ounce. And then when I woke up, it said the gold was up $114. And I'm like, yes, we're back in business, baby. Back over 5 Gs. Are we over 5 Gs? No. Well, right now, it's actually... It was over 5,000, but now it's 4,982. So gold is still under that key $5,000 level, okay? And I said it's going to play around with this level. It's going to come down, scare you out, go above it, draw you in, come down, scare you out, and then they're going to shake you up, and they're going to get you chop sueyed. And that's how the market maker takes your money. And they get rich and you stay poor. How do you beat a market maker? You simply buy and hold. Don't let them scare you out and jump back in. Okay? All you got to do is buy and hold. That's how you win. Okay? Especially with gold and silver and cryptocurrency right now. I'm not even thinking about selling crypto because it's so darn cheap. When the time is right to sell cryptocurrency, I will tell you, you're going to hear it here first. Okay? So hit that subscribe button right now if you own any crypto at all. Because you got to wait for my call about when is the right time to get out. We got to know what to look for, okay? I teach you guys what to look for when you want to sell an asset. All right? So, let's talk. Let's talk. Confirm. Oh, yeah. Don't let them get your gold. Guys, don't let them get your gold, okay? Because they want all of it. I'm a cat. Do you support? Yes, I support cats. I'm back from the dead. There's Mousetrap. Hey, Mousetrap. I didn't even know you were a member here. Good to see you. He says, you're wrong. You'll never win. Your neck is turning green. Let's go, baby. Neck is turning green. Let's go. Let's get rich, boy. See how many comments are on right here. Yeah, I didn't even have all the comments on. Now we do. I'm going to button this up a little bit. Look a little bit more respectable if I keep that button. There we go. A little bit more respect. All right, guys. Let's get this money. Hit that subscribe button. Share the... I don't really feel like talking about much because there's only 4 people in here. But I will answer your questions. All right? If you have any questions about investing, let's go. Bananas are 57 cents per pound. Well, yeah, I mean, bananas are pretty affordable. If you can't afford a banana, then you're just straight up poor. Lower back. Yeah, I should do a lower back workout. No, I don't need to. You never need to train lower back if you're doing deadlifts, because that trains the lower back right there. The deadlift will train every muscle on the back part of the body, all the way from the traps all the way down to the calves. Okay? So just simply doing deadlifts is enough lower back training. You can do specific lower back exercises, but I really don't feel like those are necessary at all. I believe in having a small waist, not a huge muscular lower back, you know, a small waist and a big upper back. So I never do any lower back exercises, only like deadlifts. So, can you give me a shout out of my first name? If you give me money, yeah. I don't do shout outs unless they're paid shout outs. Will you zoink? Yeah, we can't do that. Wow. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Let's go. Gold and silver. How rich do you want to get, guys? Very rich. Type in the comments how rich you want to be. Okay? Please, it's my birthday. I'll only give you a shout out if you donate money, okay? I don't have time for that bullshit. I don't have time for your shit. Okay? It says it's Rage Bait LMFAO. Rage Bait. Who is going to pay for a shout out? Maybe a desperate goof. Maybe a goon. I don't know. There's always people that are willing to do it. I made over $100 in this last month from people paying me to give shout outs. It's right here. It says, oh, I made $99.83 in the past month. So give me money and I'll give you a shout out. Huge respect that you keep streaming despite being in a wheelchair. Thank you. He says, pathetic people. Yeah, I'm going to try as hard as I can to be the next big YouTuber. And this is not easy, but we got to keep on doing it every day. Guys, if you want to make your business grow, you got to work on it every day. I'm setting the standard. I teach you guys how to become successful, all right? So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to win. Let's go. We only got 12 people in here. Only got 2 likes so far. Come on, guys. 16 people. That's better. That's better. We got to do better than that, though, still. Are those rights real people? YouTubing isn't a business. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I make money every single month, so I'll show you. Yeah, here it is. Estimated revenue, $99.83. 5,171 subscribers. That's the key number right there you want to look at. The higher the subscribers go, the more money you're going to make. Okay? So you really got to just try to up this number right here. But yes, I make money every single day on YouTube. It's not like a lot, but it will become a great amount. Over time, I'm going to make a lot of money on YouTube. It just, any business starts off slow. When have you known a business that explodes right out of the gate? Doesn't happen all the time. Usually you have to work at it, okay? You really got to put in the extra hours. You got to drink your caffeine, stay up all night, plan your business, Write down a lot of ideas. Write down your goals, your dreams. Write down how many clients you want to get each week. Write down stuff, okay? That's how you become successful. You got to write down your goals. And you got to look at your list of your goals every day, all right? So you guys got to do this. He says, streaming from a wheelchair. Yeah, thank you. I'm streaming from a wheelchair, guys. How old you pulled the heist, steal the thing and your chain now? Yeah, I got the chain, boy. Glory, Jesus who is God. Yeah, we get a lot of stuff about Jesus nonstop every single day. I think a lot of channels do that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, on this channel, we accept Jesus. He is the king. And now I'm not a Trumper at all, but Jesus will come back and he's going to destroy all these people, like with the Jeffrey Epstein Island and all these corrupt politicians. These guys will be destroyed. They will go to hell, okay? So guys, it seems like on this earth, justice never comes, but it will. It always comes, okay? Wow, we can't have that comment. That's definitely a Satanist right there. Yeah, we definitely got a Satanist in our comments, okay? Says this other guy says amen. Thank you. I don't even know how to button one of these shirts. There, I got it. I got it, guys. I got it. I'm a mailman. I don't read YouTube shit. Boring, talking to a phone all day, saying absolutely nothing every day. Well, I talk about making money. Other YouTubers talk about nonsense, but here it's all business. I answer questions about investing all day long, okay? Trust me, all day long. If you don't believe me, I don't care. Look at this. These are my comments. Look at all these comments that I have. Every day I get 10 or 20 different comments. People asking me different questions. So I'm really helping out people in my community. I'm doing the best I can. So give this video a like, guys. It says, Fox, your hairline never ceases to amaze me. I like that comment. It's funny. Daniel something, if we have a Satanist, we should pray for them. Well, you're right, yes. Lord, please help this evil Satanist to realize that what he is doing is wrong when he speaks about the name of Jesus in a negative manner. All right? Smite this man right now from the sky. Get him. All right? Amen. Amen. If it be your will to smite him, then please smite him. Only if it's the Lord's will. All right? We can't ask God to kill the Satanists. It's only when God decides it's the right time. Okay? But please smite this man down. I will send you 100 likes when I afford. I think a lot of people in here don't know how to speak, don't know how to use proper grammar, and they don't know how to type and write. And their mastery of the English language is pathetic. So stop praying with God. This is a loving warning. Eternity is real. Yeah. You know that there are evil forces and there are satanic forces. Okay? So therefore you know that God is real. There has to be something to counter these evil forces. Okay? That's not why I believe in God, though. I believe in God because of the design of the universe, the fine-tuning, everything that has to be tuned to perfection for life to exist, such as the strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force, gravitational force, and there's over 50 or 100 different fine-tuning elements that have to be just perfect, even including the size of the atom. If God made the size of the atom bigger, the universe wouldn't work. If you made it smaller, it wouldn't work. We wouldn't be here. Okay? It's crazy. So the universe appears to be perfectly designed for life. And all scientists know this. But they say, oh, God can't exist. So therefore, there must be billions of universes that happen naturally. And we just so happen to live in the one that is good for human life. So they try to explain away God by saying that we live in a multiverse. But that's what happens in these people's deluded minds. They refuse to accept Christ, so they make up all these excuses that we have no scientific evidence for, and they call it science. But that's the nature of the world. They will say anything to get you to stop believing in God. Schools do not want you to believe in God. They want to teach you evolution so that God is not necessary. But evolution is false. All right? Let's go. Bro, he says, are you gay? No, I'm not gay. What the heck? I believe that that it should be a man and a woman. Okay? If everyone turned gay, the population would die. I don't believe in that. Okay? You know, I don't hate on you, but I do think that that is a sin. Okay? I do think gay is a sin. And many people sin. Okay? So I'm not hating on these people. I sin myself. So being gay is just another sin. You know, it's just something that you've got to overcome. You've got to try hard. You've got to try very hard not to be gay. Okay? God doesn't want you to be that way. It's society. It's all these ideas that are pressured upon us, and we are made to think that being gay is normal. Not normal. Okay? Why always these gay things? Yeah, all they do is talk about gay. I'm not gay. All right? I've had a lot of relationships, a lot of women. A lot. All right? Okay, not that many, but enough that I gained a significant amount of experience. I've had at least 8 or 9 relationships, you know, and I've never. I ain't gay, bro. I ain't gay. I've been single though for a while. I've been single for over 2.5 years. Ever since my ex left me, I just said, you know, I'm all about the money now. That's what I said. I said that to myself. I said, I'm not going to focus on women anymore because you can't rely on them. Because these women will plan and scheme to leave you without ever telling you. And then one day, they're gone. They're with another man. And they usually will not leave you until they find another man and then a monkey branch. Okay? What they want to do is they want to find a man that's got more money. He's got more status. So he can bring them up. So that woman will look better in the eyes of her friends because she's with a wealthy man, a strong man. Okay? So women, they will be with you, and all the while, they're looking to level up. That's called monkey branching. That's called hypergamy. Facts. He says facts. Thank you. Thank you, bro. So, yeah, a lot of men are stepping away from dating, and that's what I did. I stepped away. I don't even talk to women. But I do want to get back into it because I want to have a family. So now that I've already leveled up quite a bit. I was living in somebody's basement, and I didn't have a lot of money. But now I got money. I got my own apartment. I got my own car. I got a motorcycle. I got all this shit now in excess. And now I feel like I've leveled up enough that I won't go back down. Okay? So now I feel like if I bring a woman into my life, I think we could level up together. I'll keep leveling up and bring her with me. You know what I mean? Because I'm so focused that nothing's going to distract me. Even if I meet a woman, you know, the sex is not going to distract me. I don't even care about that stuff anymore. Okay? Once you overcome your lust, then you can become rich. And then you can stop simping over these women. You got to overcome your lust so you can stop simping. And you can become your true self. You can't be your true self when you're simping over women. When your mind is hyper-focused on what women think of you. Okay? You gotta eliminate your lust. Eliminate your desire, even for sex sometimes. And you got to realize that there is a time and place for sex. Time and place. And right now, it's time to make money. All right, guys? Hit that like button. We got 8 likes. We got to get more. Bruh is gold as gold get. Women have too much negative energy. Yeah. Definitely, especially the ones that have a lot of tattoos. They have had multiple exes. Okay. I want to find a woman that hasn't had, 10 bodies, I mean, yeah, you're not going to really find a virgin in today's society, but you can find a woman that is still somewhat pure and hasn't slept with 10 guys, So that's what I'm after is a woman with a low body count. So we'll see. We'll see what I can come up with, guys. You need to focus on the hair, brother. This is what a sexless marriage does to a man. I've never had a marriage, and I've never had a sexless relationship. That's always been the best part of my relationships. As Welsh man, I'm okay saying my own eggs. Okay, good for you. How to get women. This guy wants to know how to get women. Fart in the mic, he says. This guy says incel. Incel means like you're not having sex because you don't know how to or something. Or you just never have the opportunity. I think it means like you're a weak man. Okay, but this guy says how to get women. The best way to get women is to level up. Once they see that you're leveling up, they'll come around. Okay? Once you start posting pictures of your brand new car on your Facebook, your new motorcycle, you start posting pictures of you getting jacked. If you want to get women, you want to get a good quality woman, you got to put in the work. You got to really focus on yourself. And women like that when a man is focused on himself and he's not obsessed with women and chasing women all the time. Okay? So to get the women, you got to work on the body. You always got to walk into a room and know that you're the most ripped guy in there. Okay? So you really got to be hyper-focused on your money and your body. And get in the best shape of your life. Get as healthy as you can. You really got to start doing more reading, more learning, and more exercise, running, jogging. That's going to boost your confidence massively. When you look in the mirror and you see how ripped you are, that's going to help your confidence. It's going to make it easier for you to go up to those women and ask them for their number, especially having a motorcycle, okay? If you can't get any women, get a motorcycle, and that's going to make you draw in massive amounts of attention, okay? Yes, it's dangerous, but that's why women like it. Women like danger. They like risk, okay? And a motorcycle is a insane talking piece, okay? It's a good talking point. Okay, so your live stream has broken community guidelines. YouTube live bot. I'm going to ban this guy. Put him in the timeout. I'll just report him. Yeah. So, hey, there's Jesus Rodriguez, my man. Legend. Jesus Rodriguez. You're the legend, okay? You're the true legend. Gold member, 2 inches above average. Well, that'll help you get women too, yeah. But they got to find out first. So you got to become well known. So you need to focus on yourself first, and then the woman will come. I believe that, yes. You can also, get on the dating sites and pay. I've had good luck on dating sites before myself. But when you're on the dating sites, that's going to take up a lot of your time and attention. I think you're better off staying off of them. Although you can do them for a hookup and, here and there. But, if you really want to get women, work on your body, your money, and then get a good friend, get a really good friend, and then you guys can go out and mingle. You could actually go to a bar if you want. Although that's not the place to meet women, you can definitely do that there. You get a lot of sluts there. If you want to sleep around, you can meet women at a bar. Okay? They're going to be easier, a lot easier. But I personally don't want to go out with a woman that's at a bar, unless it's for a hookup. That's it. I don't like women that hang out at bars whatsoever. I hate them. I think that's the stupidest place for a female to be. Okay, getting drunk at a bar with a bunch of dudes that are all hitting on them. That's women that are desperate that want attention. Those are the ones that go to the bar. Okay, you don't want to meet a woman at a bar. You want to meet a woman at a freaking bookstore or a Wegmans or something else. Anything but a bar. So, if you want women, leave an egg at the door for 6 nights. On the 7th night, she will return the favor. This guy says, women are a waste of time. Well, a lot of them, yeah, if you get the wrong one. You really, as a man, you really got to get a lot of experience with women to know how to tell if she's the right one. So for men, I just think that you should get out there, get a girlfriend, start dating, and you got to get some experience, and you got to read a book. It's called The Game by Neil Strauss. The Game. Okay. So yeah, if you want to get women, you got to educate yourself about female nature so that you can learn what women respond to. Okay. Once you get a woman's number, then it becomes very important what you do next. Okay. This guy says he believes in Satan. You better off buying Pepe coin than buying some more. Yeah, you're better off buying Pepe. Pepe is doing, I don't know how it's doing. I don't care how it's doing. I just know that I'm going to hold it and then I'm going to be rich. Okay. How Pepe does in the meantime, I don't even care. I'm concerned about where Pepe is going to be, like by the end of the year. I think it could be much, much higher. Or by 2028. Way higher. I think these cryptos got a long way to run, especially Pepe, Shiba Inu, Bonk, VeChain, Origin Token. Origin Token's one that I really like. It looks terrible though. The chart is just, but I love it. It's at 0.22 cents or something like that. I love Origin Token. OGN. It looks like dead money, but when it becomes alive, then you're going to change your tune, you know, just like Shiba Inu. It looks like it's dead, but once you hold it for a while and it actually spikes, you'll say, oh yeah, it was dead, but now it's not. And now I'm rich. You'll be like, oh, okay, that's how you get rich. You know, you got to actually do something. You got to try to get rich. You can't get rich just by playing video games all day. You can't get rich by smoking the dope. Okay. Will Pepe ever go over $5? I don't think so. No. Hell no, bro. Are you insane? No. Yeah, the only way Pepe could go over $5 is if they would burn a massive amount of supply. Okay? But you don't need it to go to $5. That's just a foolish thing to say. You're an idiot, bro. You know, that's like asking for a miracle. Yeah, that's like asking for a miracle. And there aren't miracles performed on the earth like there used to be in the old days when Jesus was around. Jesus ain't here to give you that miracle right now, bro. Okay? Pepe is not going to $5. Doesn't have to. We could be rich if it goes to 1 penny. Or even a quarter or a tenth of a penny. We'll be rich. Okay? So let's get rich, guys. Yeah, we're lucky if it reaches a cent, but one penny would be good. And even 1/10 of a penny, we would still be making out like bandits, you know? And we will, you know, it's just a matter of time. You just got to focus on your money. Try not to focus on too much else. You got to realize as a man, a lot of people don't want your success. Okay? They want you to fail. And that's just human nature. It's the same with women, okay? Women do not want to see their friends find their man, find the perfect guy, because they're going to feel real bad. They're going to feel real bad. He found the perfect guy. Why can't I? Something's wrong with me, you know? So they don't want their friends to be successful. So when her friend finds a good guy, the women will always tell her, he's not good. He's cheating on you. He's doing this. He's doing that. Whatever. They'll say whatever they have to. They'll say, oh, I saw him on a dating site. I saw him with another woman, whatever. Okay? So women, if any females are watching this, you got to be very careful of your friends. Your friends do not want the best for you. Okay? Same with men. Men, your friends who sit there all day and drink beer and play video games, they don't want you to become successful. So that's going to make them feel real bad. Okay? How do you think that you would feel if your friend became a millionaire and you became nothing? You're going to feel bad. You're going to feel like, I'm not that good. Why am I not that smart? How come he got rich and I couldn't? You know? So you got to come to that realization that no one wants you to become rich. And once you realize that it's going to be a struggle, you're going to have to mentally prepare yourself to become rich. Okay? You got to tell yourself this is not going to be easy. But if anyone can do it, it's me. Okay? These other people don't have these ideas in their head about becoming rich. Only you do, and me. Most people don't even care. Most people are only happy about the football game coming up. Okay? You got to transcend to the next level. You got to become smarter than those people that are like sheep. All they do is watch sports all day. You are smarter than that. Okay? Tell yourself, I'm smarter than that. I don't need to be like I used to be. I'm a different person now. Okay? Tell yourself every day, I'm a different person now. I don't need to waste my time watching bullshit sports, watching grown men chase around a ball. Okay? Think of how pathetic that is. These guys are getting rich off you. And you think you're in their clan and you're happy when they win? You're happy when they become millionaires? It doesn't even make sense. It does not even make sense to like these sports. It's foolish. It means you're a sheep. Okay? Dollar cost average into it. Yes. Michael, put as much as you can. It goes everywhere. Loves to see you doing good until you're doing better than that. Oh, yeah. There you go. Everyone loves to see you doing good until you're doing better than them. Okay? That's just human nature. Okay? Even I feel that way too. Sometimes if I see someone get rich, I'm like, why can't I get rich? You know? But now I say, yeah, that guy's rich. I'm going to be richer. Okay? I'm going to be stronger than him. I'm going to be more ripped than him. I'm going to level up faster. I'm going to catch up and then I'm going to keep going beyond. Okay? You got to be more positive, guys. Say things to yourself that are positive, that are reaffirming your goals. Okay? Give me a kilo of gold. Did you get into a fist fight? No, I don't fight. I know how to fight, but I don't fight. Let's go, guys. 21 viewers in the house. Thanks, everybody. 21 people watching. Really appreciate all you 21 viewers in here. And now I'll answer questions too. So, what up, brother? Holy Austin, are you okay? Any male or female appeals to someone. Don't attract anyone, everyone. Double tap the screen, folks. What is your biggest money maker at the moment? Double tap the screen with the tip, guys. The biggest money maker at the moment. Well, today, I don't know if I made money on much today, except a whole shitload of gold stocks that probably went up like 2-3%, you know. Today, my gold stocks are doing good. My silver is doing good. My biggest winner as of late was AGQ. That's my biggest winner lately, AGQ. I was buying it at $35, and I was selling it at $375. I raised well over $50,000 to use to buy other stocks. So the main stocks that I am buying now is gold and silver penny stocks and oil stocks. And I'm also buying crypto. I'm not buying any AI stocks. I'm not buying the Mag 7. I don't believe in the Mag 7. I think they're way too overpriced. The reason that they're overpriced is because people buy the Mag 7. They don't even want them. It's because they force you to buy them because it's in your 401k. So that's why you think NVIDIA is so expensive, because it's in the 401ks. People don't even want to buy it, but they have to. So these are artificially pumped up. The Mag 7, it's all artificial. It's not real. The Mag 7 are the worst stocks to buy. All right, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Do it for eating healthy. All right? Self-respect and just happy life. I gold chain a joke. Bought 10 more ounces of gold. Wow. This guy just bought 10 ounces of gold. Right here, this is like about 2 ounces altogether. So this is worth about 10,000. 10 G's. And that ain't nothing, you know? We got to have our healthy food today. It's already gone. My wife is the biggest money maker at the moment. She pulling at least $60 an hour. Was she a nurse? Is she a nurse or a doctor? A little bit of pre-workout. I'm not even going to work out, but I just like the taste of it. And of course, joint supplements. Got to do something good for your joints, guys. And you don't need much. A half a scoop is good. Do you play the Powerball or gamble at all? No. I don't play, I don't gamble, no. Do not gamble. Ding, ding, ding. My wife is a heart charge nurse. Wow. That's cool. She makes big money. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Your wife's making over $60 an hour? I hope you make more. Usually women don't stay with men that make less than they do. But your case could be different. Obviously, she married you, so your case is different. She's probably a good woman. But most women will leave a man if they make less than them. That's just statistics. So if she makes more than you, statistics show that she will leave you. So try to make more yourself if you can. Just because of statistics. You can't ignore them. You can't ignore the statistics. So, what do you actually do to make money, bro? So, what I actually do is I'm a Burger King supervisor, okay? I make $22 an hour, and then I trade stocks. I trade gold stocks, silver stocks. I mainly do swing trading, and I'm into options too. I do stocks and options. Also, I trade cryptos, okay? I do make income from cryptos and YouTube. So I do a full-time job. I do the stocks, the crypto. I trade precious metals also. And then, yeah, YouTube. I have a Rumble, but I don't really make much money there, but I'm trying to. And I have a TikTok, but I don't really make much money there. So I got at least like 6, 7 jobs. I got about 7 jobs. But they don't all pay. But like I said, I got a full-time job that pays. My stock trading is paying a lot right now. I made a lot of money this year in stocks, and I'm doing very, very well. That's how I bought this. This is $10,000. That's how I could afford it. Okay? You're telling me you've gambled on guinea pig. Guy, if you want me to read your full comment, you got to leave a super chat, all right? Otherwise, there's no guarantee I'm even going to look at it. And I'd rather not, but I do have to sometimes. Money is just made up barrier that keeps people divided. The people who make it don't care about, but control us with it because we waste our minds on irrelevant things. How can we free our minds? Wow, this guy is a smart dude. He's a deep thinker, much like myself. And I think he's right about this stuff. How can we free our minds from the restraints that society has placed on us and overcome the fact that we need money for everything to do everything? I think you've got to get rich. You got to get rich. That's how you free your mind. To truly free your mind, you have to not be obsessed with money. And that means you have to get money. Once you actually have money, you're not going to be worried anymore. And you're free. You know, you don't have to worry about chasing every dollar to pay your bills. And you don't have to worry about if you're going to struggle to survive. So how you can truly become free, I believe, is by getting rich. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the answer. It's not the answer you wanted to hear. You know why you didn't want to hear that? Because it's hard to get rich. That's why you didn't want to hear it. You want to free your mind in some other way that's easy. No. The only way to be free is to get rich. Okay? My name is... I don't want to read that comment. You got to give a super chat if you want me to read them, okay? Money don't buy happiness. Yeah, it does. It buys a snowmobile. It buys a Corvette. It buys a Hayabusa. It buys a Gixxer 600, a Gixxer 750. It buys a trip to Disneyland. What else am I looking for? Buys a lot of supplements. It buys a gym membership that makes you happy. Buys a new pair of shoes that makes you happy. New pair of Brooks, very comfortable shoes. Money definitely makes you happy, without a doubt. But people always say it doesn't. I think it's because it's easy to say it doesn't. It's easy to stay poor. That's why he said that, because he would rather stay poor and not put in the work. So that's why people say money doesn't buy happiness, because these people don't want to put in the energy to chase after that money. Okay, that's really the truth. That's the truth that you're after. Okay, now you know. That's why you're telling me, oh, John, money doesn't buy happiness. Yeah, it does, you fucking idiot. You fucking retard. Of course it does. Why? These people are deluded. Money always buys happiness. But if you don't know how to control money, then that happiness will not last. And it will actually lead to depression. Okay? So money alone is not going to sustain happiness forever, but it will buy you temporary happiness. If you want to sustain happiness forever, you have to learn how to control that money and use it wisely. Okay? What am I looking for here? I was looking for my hat. And I was looking for a water. Because I want to add a little bit of water into my shake. All right, guys? So I don't care. I don't care what you say, guys. I'm telling you the truth no matter what. Even if you don't like it. All right? I don't give a shit. You come to this channel, you get the truth. And I'm willing to call you guys out. Like that guy. He just said. Money doesn't buy happiness. I'm calling his ass out right now. Calling you out. All right? Can say that a Hayabusa is not going to make him happy. He's going to say that a Raptor 660 is not going to make him happy. He's going to say that getting out of debt is not going to make him happy. It's because it's easy to say, oh, money doesn't buy happiness. No, you have to follow the Lord. No, you have to follow the Lord too. Get rich and follow the Lord. Okay? All right, let's go. Let's get some comments coming. Guys, please give a super chat. We're trying to make some money here today. More money, bigger problems, more stress. No, not if you know how to control it. If you have more money, you can completely get out of debt. A lot of people that have a lot of money, they're just going to get in more debt, and then they're going to have problems, okay? If you have all that money, but you use it wisely, less problems. Yeah, that was a lie that they said more money, more problems. Who said that? Who's famous for saying that? More money, more problems. I think it was like a rapper or something. Was it like freaking 50 Cent or something? Who said that? Originated from the notorious B.I.G. hit song, Mo Money, Mo Problems. Yeah, it's just from a song. You're gonna believe a song? Just because a song says it, you're gonna go on repeating it forever and ever and ever on everyone's channels? No. More money is less problems. Okay? But like I said, you have to know how to control the money, and that's why you're here. So that when you get rich, you're not gonna have more problems, you're gonna have less. More money eliminates all the problems of life. All of them. Okay? Rich man tripping over super chat. Is this the poop mediating guy? Wait, is that a super chat? We just got a super chat, guys. Thank you. Dream Tooth. Thanks for the $2, guy. I think you had to probably give 4, but YouTube takes half. But I really appreciate that for sure. Okay? You're really helping me out here. Dream Tooth, we got a new top G on the channel, all right, guys? Dream Tooth. Everyone give that guy a shout out. Tell your families about this guy. He just donated money to my channel, okay? Tell everybody you know. Romans 10:9, that if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus is, believe in your heart. Believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:9. Acts 2:38 also says, he that believeth and is baptized. So baptism appears to be necessary as well for salvation. Okay? We have to use the verses and combine them as a whole. We have to take the Bible as a whole. You can't just take one verse. You have to look at Acts 2:38 as well. You have to become baptized. Okay? That's what the Bible says. Stop cranking my hog for this. Good. Jerking off is not going to get you anywhere in life, bro. It's just going to waste. That's just wasted energy. That's wasted nutrients that are exiting the body. You want those nutrients to become reabsorbed. Okay? So you don't want to jerk off every night. Don't do that every night. It's not good for you. Okay? You're much better off to only do it once or twice a week. Because then it's going to give you way more vigor, way more energy, way higher testosterone. Okay? If you jerk off too much, it's not healthy. They try to tell you it is. They try to tell you that you should jerk off to prevent prostate cancer. But I think once or twice a week is enough. Yeah. If you do it too much, it's going to lower your test. And then you're not going to gain as much strength in the gym. And you're not going to have, you're not going to find a woman, you know. One way to find a woman is to stop jerking off. Then you're going to have no choice. Okay? You got to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. So, thanks for those likes. I see all those hearts coming up. Really appreciate you, dude. Shake some. He says, no one cares about money. Yeah, they do. I got a Raptor 660, Raptor 700, Honda 450R, and a Kawasaki Brute Force. I think the Brute Force is like a four-wheeler. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of four-wheelers, dude. I love the Raptor 660. My buddy used to have a Yamaha Warrior, and we used to drive that thing around in the country. And one time we saw a dude with a Raptor 660, and we're like, oh, shit, bro. We're like, wow. Because the Raptor 660 is probably way faster than the Yamaha Warrior. It probably goes at least 25 miles an hour faster, I would assume. I think the Warrior was only like a 450. But it's still scooted. It still moved. Okay. Yeah, that's sick, dude. This guy's got a Raptor 660. That's what I want. I want to get a big truck and then drive around with a Raptor in the back, and then just frickin' go four-wheeling somewhere and just have so much fun. You know, blaze up, drive the four-wheeler. I want to get a snowmobile too, but something. Stop trying to act rich when you are poor, homeless. Fake chain, guys. Ooh, look at that. We got another donation. Guys, I'll tell you, I have well over 100,000 G's, 100 G's, 100 grand. Okay. No, I'm not rich, but I've still got well over 100 grand. Okay. How much do you have? Do you have 100 grand? Probably not. You don't, do you? Okay. And yeah, I'm trying to get super chats because I want to become a YouTube millionaire. Yes, I make money on stocks, but I want to make money on YouTube. I think I can make way more money on YouTube. YouTube has more growth potential than trading stocks. You can literally become a billionaire from YouTube because it's the ultimate advertising platform. Okay? Once I write my book and sell my book, I'm going to start making huge money. I'm going to put my book on Amazon. I'm going to rep it on YouTube every day. I'll tell you guys, I'm going to be telling you guys to buy my book like every day. I guarantee you I'm going to be selling books, all right? My book is going to be about how to get ripped and rich. It's going to contain most of the knowledge that I have learned, okay? Enough of the pitter-patter. Let's get... You live in an apartment. Yes. I think renting is sometimes better than buying because if you rent, you don't have to worry about fixing a roof, fixing plumbing, fixing air conditioning. I mean, anything. Yeah. If you rent, it's a lot easier to become rich. Okay. Think about it. You know, if you own a house, you know, you're probably paying over $1,000. I only pay $500 a month. So if you own a house, you're probably paying a lot more. And, you know, you're trying to get rich, you're trying to invest, and then all of a sudden you need a new roof. That's all your investment money for a couple of years. You might not even, you know. So if you really want to try to get rich, I would say renting is good to start. And then you can buy a house later once you get a massive down payment. Okay? I already have a massive down payment, but I'm not giving up the situation I have right here. Rent is only $500. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. All I have to do is pay $500 and nothing else. Okay? So for me to buy a house now, I think would be stupid. I'm just going to keep banking, keep stacking stocks, keep stacking gold and silver. And I love it here. I love this apartment. I got upstairs up there. I got my TV, my stereo system up there. I got down here. I got all my shit that I like down here. There's my mirror where I do my poses and my flexing. To see how my body's coming along, if I'm getting stronger, if I'm getting weaker. I have everything I need. Okay, yeah, that guy gave a super chat. Here's $2 to go get a room and a bath. He says he gave me $2 and told me to take a bath. I just took a shower this morning, guys. What about the thief on the cross? Well, the Lord said that Jesus said that they would be in paradise with him. Yeah. What about him? I'm not an expert at research, but I have heard lots of sermons and stuff like that about him. But I'm not an expert on the thief on the cross. I don't know if he went to heaven or he went somewhere else. I don't know. Okay, but I do. Yeah. Well, actually, after Jesus died, it was to be saved. All you had to do was believe. When the thief died on the cross, they were still under the old law. So that is very significant to note. And that may be why he was allowed into paradise. It's something to do with the old law. Some of you guys know. Some of you religious scholars on here know. We get a lot of people that do know about this stuff. This dude get no pussy. I get it when I want it. Can I jerk off and wow. Gooning to John's gold and silver. Yeah, we can't say bad stuff, okay? Nobody buying your story, peekaboo, you're not tough. All right, guys. Give this video a like. We're trying to get a couple more super chats coming in. Make as much money as we can today. And then I got to go work on some videos. But it appears, though, that the stock market is closed. Looks like it's 4:30. Come on, guys. Give a super chat, please. I'll read the comments. I just blew up my toilet. What did bro say? He gets pussy when he wants it. I joined. What's your story? This guy just joined. Okay, my story is, I'm trying to get rich, and I'm showing you guys what to do. So I'm into crypto, I'm into gold and silver, and I'm into stocks. I teach you how to build a stock portfolio. I teach you how to get a Roth IRA and how to build it. I teach you guys how to invest. So that's what this is about, is how to get rich, getting money. We talk a lot about female nature here. Talk a lot about getting in shape, lifting weights, and how to get rich. That's my story, dude. I was a drug addict, and now I'm becoming rich. So back before 2021, I was a drug addict, and then I decided that I wanted to change. Okay, so now I'm rich. The hat match I just served as well. I voice you here and there, and I like your energy. Thanks, Brooke Whitman. Really appreciate you. Thank you for saying you like my energy and pumping up my channel. Thank you. Thanks for giving the likes. This guy says, I like female nature. I don't, if you understand how it works and you can use it to your benefit, yeah. But, I mean, men typically don't like the fact that women are hypergamous. But if you understand it, I mean, then you know what's going to happen. So you're prepared. You got to understand that women do like the monkey branch. They could be with you, but looking for another man at the same time. And they could be meeting this other guy and they're very good liars. They're very strategic. Women are masters of strategy. They will put a lot of men to shame. Okay? Women know how to think and strategize to get what they want. Very good at this. Was supposed to say just subbed. Yeah, he subscribed. Thanks, Brooke. I really appreciate that. That you are a new subscriber. No, this chain is not fake. It's worth $10,000. Okay, it's not fake at all. That's real diamonds. Real diamonds, guys. That's 14K, and this is 10. So combined, these are worth about 9,500. Okay, but pretty soon this chain is going to be worth a lot more because when gold keeps going up, this thing is going to be worth 20,000 soon. Okay, and if I have a son, this is going to be his present on his 18th birthday. But I want to get some use out of it first before I give it to him. Okay, you are so right, on point as usual. Appreciate you. Do you like beans? No. I mean, yes, I like kidney beans, but you don't want to have too much soy. Okay, beans have a lot of soy, and soy is estrogen promoting. Okay, it's going to make your body produce more estrogen. So you really don't want to eat like that many beans. I mean, I think green beans are okay, but a lot of beans have too much soy. But I think you're okay to eat beans as long as you're not taking in like soy protein shakes. I think soy protein shakes are terrible. But eating a can of beans, no, that's not going to hurt you. Sometimes estrogen is good because it makes the testosterone more profound. Estrogen can actually cause your androgen receptors to be stimulated easier. So you do need estrogen anyways, okay? No way you're having a son looking like that. Dude, my son's going to wear his hat sideways too. We're going to be walking in the mall together. We're going to be having our hats sideways. My son's going to be a sick dude, all right? He's going to be jacked. My son's going to be jacked at 5. I'm going to get him into lifting at 3, okay? Just turned in, boost my test. Good. Yes, if you want to boost your test, you got to do deadlifts. You got to do squats. You got to do heavy compound movements. And mainly, you got to eat healthy. Eating healthy is massively going to boost up your testosterone, okay? And you want to try to eliminate wearing things like polyester because this is actually plastic, okay? So you want to wear cotton. You don't want to wear polyester, all right? I still wear polyester because I haven't actually switched my wardrobe yet. That's one of the things that I intend on doing is changing my wardrobe to no polyester. Okay? I'm in the becoming better is a process. You can't do everything and make all changes on one day. It's a process. Okay? It's like getting smarter, becoming wiser. It's a process. You got to read book after book after book. And then before you know it, you have a lot of wisdom. It takes time to learn about the markets. It's all a process. It's all a learning process. Say taco. Say, yo, Mr. White. Come on, guys, give me another super chat. We're up to, we made a few bucks already on super chats. Let's go. I don't know polyester mess with tea. Yeah, it's crazy. Dude, I've been researching a lot of stuff and for my whole life. But lately I found out that, yes, the polyester is made from plastic and it will absorb inside your skin. And it is a endocrine disruptor and a hormone disruptor. So it's going to make your hormones all crazy. So even me wearing this polyester shirt right now, it's not really good for you. Okay? But I am going to be buying all cotton. And I'm going to get all cotton bed sheets too, okay? Because a lot of your blankets are polyester, and that's what we got to do, guys. We got to be switching from polyester to cotton. All of us. All of us. I tell you guys the real deal, what we need to do, okay? Gold versus silver, choose life of death. I like silver better. He says, beggar. Yeah, please, guys, give me money. Give me money. I'll take my chances. Cotton sucks. He's going to take his chances. Yeah, it's an endocrine disruptor. It's not good for you, but it's okay. It's not going to kill you right away. It'll shorten your life by a year or two, maybe. It'll be cancer promoting a little bit. Yes, it's not good. So that's why I am going to switch to all cotton. You are begging on you knees and crying, bawling your eyes out for super chats, brokey. Yeah, we're trying to get rich on YouTube. I'm trying to become the next YouTube millionaire. So guys, please give a super chat. It really helps out the channel grow. Your hat isn't on straight. You look very Jesse from Breaking Bad. Yeah. Section 8 housing. I'm not interested in that. I don't know anything about it, and I don't care. But Section 8 housing is probably like the poorest of the poor houses or something. Who cares? I don't know. Tell me why I should care. Let's move on. Let's move on. So what do you think about be careful with cotton too? Denim is the worst thing for your health, the environment, and fashion. Denim. He says denim is not good for you. I didn't know that. Okay? I got to check that out. But yeah. But he says be careful with cotton too? Really? Cotton's not good sometimes? Okay, I got to look into that. He wants to be the very best. I want to be the best YouTuber like nobody else. So guys, give a super chat. Cotton, yes. Talks facts. Why just listen to him, you millennial bums? Do you live in a dangerous area? You can't really do that or they'll ban you, If you try to go live when you're driving your car, I think they'll ban you. Or if you like doing something crazy. 26 viewers, guys. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all the 26 viewers in the house. Please give it a like and give it a comment. Your chain is so fake. Fake chain, he says. Does that look fake, bro? No. That's not fake, dude. That is 100% real. You're drinking out of a plastic cup saying polyester is bad. Yeah, plastic is not good to drink out of, but I do because at this point in my life, I don't have the time to do the dishes and stuff like that. So if my health suffers a teeny tiny bit because of it, yes. But in the future, I intend on giving up plastic. I want to get a wife and she can wash the dishes. Or I'll get a dishwasher so that I can do them alone or we can both do it, But yeah, at this point in my life, I don't have a dishwasher, so I use plastic. But yes, it's not good. You're right. You're right. So thanks. I dare you to walk with this chain in front of a group of blacks. No, I am not doing that. Okay? And don't talk bad about the black people. Okay? You shouldn't do that. Should not do that. I just Googled it. It said there in no proof polyester causes cancer. Well, I didn't say cancer. Oh, I actually said it could be cancer promoting, yes. No, they're not going to say there's any proof because they want you to be unhealthy. There's not going to be any funding put into research that tells you how to become healthy like that. Okay, they only put the funding into research to research drugs. Okay, but yes, absorbing all these chemicals is not going to be a positive thing. It's not going to be good for you. Okay. In fact, the more toxins you have in the body from the plastic, the polyester clothing, the more toxins you have, the higher your risk of cancer. Even Paul Bragg, one of the health experts of an era, he said that cancer is just caused by because cancer comes because your body's not eliminating all of the toxins. You're putting in too many toxins and you're not eliminating them fast enough. And that's what causes aging and cancer. And I would definitely say, yeah, he's right. It contributes to it. Okay. Google isn't going to, Google's not going to tell you shit. The Google is controlled. Okay. It's controlled what they say. AI can control what you read, what it says, all that stuff. And basically, the world wants you unhealthy too, so that it's all about the medical industry. They want you unhealthy. The hospitals, they want to keep you sick, so that you stay as a patient, you stay as a customer. Okay, to a hospital, you're just a customer. They want as much money as they get from you. That's why I work at Burger King. I want to get as much money as I can get from the customer. That's why we say, do you want to make it a large? Do you want to add in a apple pie or a Hershey pie or a sundae? Do you want to add these in? So yeah, hospital, it's only about the money. They want to keep you coming back. Just like I want to be nice to my customers at Burger King, so I keep them coming back so I know I have a job. Thanks, guys, for the likes. I see those smiley faces coming in. John probably can do more push-ups than 99% of these comments. Yeah. If I just gave it one set all in, I could probably do about 50 push-ups. 50. Okay. Everyone who ever wore polyester in the disco era, most are still around. Yeah, it's not that bad for you. Okay. It's a endocrine disruptor, a hormone disruptor. Okay. It's not good, but it's not going to kill you right away. Okay. It's not. If I do heroin, is that going to kill me right away? Probably not. It's going to kill me slowly over time. And heroin's a lot worse than wearing polyester. Okay. But if you want to live the maximal amount, if you want your DNA to last a long time, the telomeres, you don't want your telomeres to become shortened. If you want your telomeres to stay long, that means you're going to live longer. Okay. So you want to keep as many toxins away as you can. You don't want to put any toxins into the body. Okay. You cannot do 50 push-ups, bro. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yesterday, I was doing push-ups with 50 pounds on my back. Okay. And I did multiple sets of 15 reps. And I even could do more than that. Okay. And that's with 50 pounds on my back. If I just do regular push-ups, I could easily pound out 50. You can look unhealthy and give tips on health. Yes, you can, sure. Show those job applications. All you need is a mall where your address. I'll give you. That's shy. Yeah. If you want me to read your comment, you got to give a super chat. All right. We're getting a lot of comments. So yes, God bless everyone reading this. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's make some money today. Let's get rich. What's with that stick? That be my fishing pole. Another op got hooked. Guys, if you want me to read your comments, please give a super chat. I'm reading a lot of comments, and it doesn't. Some of these comments don't even make sense. Okay, this guy has a question. All right, finally, bro, we got a good question. What is it? What's your question, bro? What's the question? He's not even going to ask a question. He was just teasing me. What a loser. This guy's teasing me with asking, oh, I got a question, bro. And then he just goes silent. I can't believe these people. Yeah, please, answer my question. And then he says nothing. It's like, he's just teasing me. It's like those people, here, shake my hand. Whoop. That's what he did. He's pulled his hand back on me. Oh, there he is. He says, my question is, would you rather watch a... You can't ask... They can't do that, dude. That's not right. That's not right to talk about stuff like that. You shouldn't refer to those people like that. Okay? You guys got a lot of growing up to do. Emotionally. Mentally, spiritually, physically. A lot of growing up, okay? This guy says, would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? That's not right. You shouldn't say that, okay? Yeah, you definitely should not. But yeah, what you guys do in your own time, that's okay. But please don't bring that negative attitude here about talking about black people, all right? Don't say bad stuff about anyone. You've offended his black side. Yeah. Wow, that is a good one. I mean, everyone's got a little bit of black in them, I think. I mean, I'm kind of gangster. I definitely... But I grew up around a lot of black people in the church. Been to a lot of churches where it's only all blacks. And yeah, we used to go to church. My grandpa would preach, and we used to preach at all black churches. And I used to get along with these people. We were the only white family in the whole church. And I had to get so I grew up with with the blacks, with the black community. I know that'll surprise a lot of you, but that's the way it is. So everyone's got a little bit of black in them, I think. I'm black from the waist down. You and me both, buddy. You got black mild in you. Pie box. Jesus loves all. Yes. Shout out to the Lord. Shout out to the Lord Jesus. And I got to get some protein going. We got to get jacked, guys. All right. Thanks, guys. We're back up to a bunch of viewers. Got to wash the dish. I bought some eggs today. Can't wait to make them because I need that protein, guys. I need that protein. Show us your... Okay, we sent some gold or what? Selling some gold. Come on, guys. Ask a good question. Ask me an actual, real question. So, show us your hog. What? That's definitely illegal. You can't be talking about that stuff, guys. That's highly illegal. What do you season your chicken with? Salt, pepper, and Frank's hot sauce. Got a little bit of dried quinoa in here from last night. The quinoa. Might as well wash it out a little bit, you know? Shilljat. Yeah, Shilljat. I heard of that stuff. It's supposed to raise your testosterone, help your sexuality. Wow. Yeah, you can't talk about weird stuff like that, dude, okay? Time out for 24 hours. The head sideways so I can look up. If it's like this, you got to go like that. If it's like this, you can just... That's why we do the head sideways, because human nature tells us that we need to always have a view all around us, okay? The hat kind of blocks it, all right? Because in the past, there used to be different kinds of giant birds that would attack us. It's called a... what's it called? A pterosaur. There used to be pterosaurs that would fly down from the sky and come in and attack. So that back in the day, 10,000 BC, everyone started wearing hats like this so that they could see the birds coming down. So there's a scientific reason for everything, guys. Guys, please give a super chat, all right? Give a super chat. Let's go. Let's get this money, guys. Hello, what do you think about gold and silver prices? I think gold and silver are going to skyrocket, okay? I think silver could go to $300 or $250 by the end of the year. Let's get this money, guys. Hello, what do you think about gold and silver? It diverts the black and mild smoke to the left instead of up. Yeah, when it makes the smoke go over this way, okay? Wow. I mean, I thought my explanation was crazy. You just think it makes the smoke go off to that side? Why would that even matter, though? Thought what I said was crazy. Yeah, we got some Frank's hot sauce right here. All jokes, man. Everything depends on whether JP Morgan is going to dump millions of ounces into the market or not. Well, yeah, they've already been doing that. they're not dumping real silver, they're dumping paper silver. And they've already done that, and the price is still really high. You know, silver was up to 120, and then they were raising the margin requirements, and silver dropped, but we're still at a good price. Okay, so even with all the manipulation, silver is still strong. That's a good sign. Okay, not for natural ones like gold. Are the prices of the metal market so fake, and Trump only needs to say one thing and the price drops? Yes. In a bull market, it's really scary. They're going to try to make it drop to keep you out. So it sounds like you are scared. That is exactly how they want you to feel. So the only way to overcome that is to keep buying. When you're scared, you got to buy. That's my number one rule, is that when you don't want to buy something, you have to buy it. That's how you get rich. Where do you buy silver? I buy mine from Provident Metals. Provident Metals. You have to be playing a bit. I don't play. I think I'm playing. I don't play. I try to get rich. Serious about this shit, guys. You got to get rich. Just invest in Pokemon cards. That's where the real money is. Yeah. You know, we've seen the original base set Pokemon cards go up a lot. The question is there still room to run? How much higher can Pokemon go? And I think that the top cards are going to keep going up, but your average to mid-range cards are not going to go up that much. So if you want to make money in Pokemon, go for those top tier. Go for as high as a grade as you can get. You know, go for the Charizards, the Blastoise, the Venusaur, and get the highest grades you can. No matter what Pokemon card it is, you always want to get the highest grade, okay? It's Provident. I'll show you in a second, bro. Provident Metals. That's seriously is where I buy my silver. Provident Metals. They got the best prices, all right? Provident Metals. I've bought a lot from that website. It's always good. It's always real. But right now, I mean, silver is quite expensive. Ooh, eggs, protein. My number one protein source is eggs. High biological value. That means there's not a lot wasted. The amino acids are in a very good proportion to one another. Okay? That means it's got a high biological value. You can absorb like over 90% of all the protein in here. And yeah, eggs are one of the highest biological value foods. So it's like the best protein. Plus, eggs have choline, which is good for the brain stem. Okay? I was learning about the brain last night. The cortex, the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the cerebral cortex, all this shit. How the nerves are all intertwined and go from the brain through the spinal cord to all the muscles, and they got the neurons, they got the dendrites. There's so many parts to these cells and organs and organelles within the body. It's just crazy to think how complex it is, you know? This is the stuff that I'm learning about now. And it's like, the human body is so complex. It can't happen naturally, you know? All that complexity, you think that Mother Nature did that? A blind process? And one weird thing is that your right hemisphere of your brain controls the left side of your body, and the left hemisphere controls the right side. And it's like, how does that work? You know? Why did God decide to do it like that? You know?
So, do you boof shrooms? You got to give a super chat or I'm not going to answer. Stay healthy and stay away from all drugs. Yes, thank you. I like chicken in can for protein. Yes, that's good. Trying to get off the crank little by little. Who are you? Yeah, you got to get off that crank, bro. Crank. Crank is like a meth that you snort, you know? That's what crank is. It's speed. And that shit'll make you sweat, dude. You'll be out driving your car in the summer, and you'll be out driving your car in the winter with the windows down, shirt off, freaking 20 degrees, freezing cold, and that'll be you, you know. That's people on crank. Yeah, you don't want to do crank. All right? Trying to, yeah, you gotta get off that shit, bro. Okay? That's your number one goal, to get off the crank. All right, guys, give this a like. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get some more good, fresh comments coming in as I make some food. All right, guys, comments. How do I stop being a gooner? You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. Just start acting more legit. Start telling the truth. Start being honest, you know? Just stop being a moron. It's not that hard to do. You just got to stop gooning. All right? Stupid questions. Yeah. But guys, please watch my other videos too. All right. I got a lot of good videos on this channel. So I want you guys to check out these videos right here. Try to watch my heater video, electric heater review. All right. It's a great heater. Okay. I'll show you right here. It's a sick heater. So let's watch it heat up, guys. It's a sick heater. You guys all got to go to Walmart today and buy this heater. Keep up the great work, bro, and collect them gold shillings. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep collecting the gold shillings. Look at that heater. You can feel the heat already. You guys got to buy one of these. Big John for life. That's the toxins coming out probably. But yeah, the toxins from smoking black and mild cigars. What part of the States are you in? I live in Alaska. It doesn't break 68 in the winter here. Sorry. Yeah, he's not even going to buy the heater. What do I do this for, guys? Why do I make all these videos if you ain't even going to buy it? Okay? I put my time, my energy. I spent the money on that thing, on that stupid heater, and you ain't even going to buy it. Come on, guys. You got to get with it. Let's get real. It doesn't break. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, gold's doing good. Today, oil jumped up a lot. That's the thing that really made me get a little crazy today. Oil, $65 a barrel. But you got to still remember that oil is still in a downtrend. Okay? Even though oil has popped up, it's still going down. Unless we can set a higher high, unless we can build some kind of a positive looking structure. So it looks like oil will keep breaking down. I'm looking for to build a structure that shows that we're going to reverse.
It does. So, yeah, I'm here supporting you like always. Henna 2009. Yeah. Appreciate that support, obviously. Without it, I would not keep going, you know. I need some support from you guys. I got it now. I love Alaska. I would love to be there, but I'm down in the Midwest. Kentucky. He's in Kentucky. That's cool. Everyone, it's so crazy. You meet people that are from everywhere on here. I've met people that are in different countries, and I mean, most of these countries I would never go to, but it's pretty cool who you meet as a YouTuber. Met a lot of people on here. But yeah, today I wanted to actually clean my car. I wanted to clean up the house a little bit. Kansas City. Oh, cool. Kansas City. Kansas City. Is that in Nevada or something? Kansas City, Nevada? Or is it Kansas? Kansas City, Kansas. I don't know. I have no idea. I have a feeling it's like in Nevada, though. But I don't know. I'm not good at geography. I don't know anything about it. So yeah, the stock market's up today. The Dow Jones is up pretty good, 129 points, so really not much. The NASDAQ is up the most. NASDAQ is doing nice. So we've got, I just told you to buy the stock yesterday, SSRSF. Today it's up 11%. 11%. And I told you guys to buy that yesterday. Okay? Petro Brazil is up almost 2%. And I told you guys to buy that one. And then we've got Aftermath Silver up 4%. And I, of course, told you to buy that one yesterday as well. So we're making money, guys. It's easy money. You got to think positive, all right? You got to think, I can get rich. There is a real way to become rich, okay? And it's through me, John's Gold and Silver, okay? Johnny boy, good job. Hey, Jordan. Jordan's in the house. Yeah, Jordan, it's good to hear from you. I want to get a new bike. I have a CF Moto 450, but I want to get the CF Moto 675 SS. So I think I'm going to be getting a new bike this summer. But that's all the news I got. You know, gold and silver are doing well. I don't know if you bought any silver yet, but I think you still have time. Silver just crashed. It was up to 120 an ounce, and that's all the way back down to $77 an ounce. So I think this is a bargain right now. Let me go check on my food, guys. And guys, you gotta watch my reviews. Watch my review videos. I review a sick heater, high-tech heater. All right. This heater has some of the highest technology. It's like it should have been made by Tesla, you know. So check out my my electric heater videos, Jordan. Give it a like. Thanks for stopping in, though. Metals are trapped out. You missed the real run up. Tapped out. Well, they're tapped out in the short term. Yeah, we had basically a reset. The price of the metals went up way too high, way too fast, and I was actually selling. I sold my silver ETF. I sold all of it, and I raised about 60,000. And now I'm putting that money back into the same thing that I sold. That's how you get rich, okay? You get in on an asset. When it goes up, you sell it. And then when it goes back down, you rebuy it, okay? These same assets can pay us multiple times. This is how we get rich, guys, okay? You got to have money to make money. If you don't have money, then how can you buy the silver ETF? You're going to stay poor. You got to get some money first and then put that money to work. Don't let your money sit in the bank. You got to put it to work in high quality assets, okay? We're talking crypto, precious metals, and stocks. And you should be getting a Roth IRA, a brokerage account, and a Coinbase account. The way to get rich is right there. I just fucking said it, you fucking morons. You got to get a Roth IRA, a brokerage account, and a Coinbase account. You fucking idiots, all right? The keys to the fucking Lamborghini I'm giving you right now. I just told you what to do. Okay? The Roth, you buy silver, you buy your silver ETF, you buy Petro Brazil stock, buy a little bit of WTI, throw in a little bit of chain link in there, a little bit of VeChain, a little bit of ICP, and this is the way to become rich. All of these high quality assets, you cannot ignore them. But you guys are doing all your own bullshit. You're on your own stupid shit. So you're going to stay poor. A lot of you guys just want to play video games all day. A lot of you guys want to just drink beer all day. You're going to be poor forever. You're never going to help your family rise to the next level. You're never going to send your kids to college just getting wasted all day. Okay? And honestly, you're probably going to stay celibate and you're going to be a fucking incel if you just drink and smoke and you're just depressed. You got to rise above your old self, transform, and be reborn. All right? Got to learn how to become reborn. All you got to do is you just got to write down your goals, write down a master plan, and then you got to follow it. That's how you become reborn. You got to make yourself a new schedule in life, a new schedule. You see what's on my schedule? I talk to you guys. I answer your questions. I make money. I get a lot of views. I build my business. That's what I do in my free time. Also, I'm studying to become a personal trainer. Okay? I do things in my free time that will benefit my life rather than destroy my life. All right? So, college is a scam. I kind of agree, because when they subsidized student loans, they were allowed to charge whatever they want. Now, college is so expensive that if you go to college, you're going to be in debt for years. And if you change your freaking major, you're going to have to a lot of the classes won't transfer over. A lot of the credits won't transfer sometimes. Okay? College is a scam. They scam you to take as much money as they can. They want your fucking money. They want to become rich. Okay? These college campuses want to be rich. And they want you to stay poor. So, and when you get a degree, there's no guarantee of a job. But when you get a personal training degree, you're pretty much guaranteed. You know, personal trainers get paid a lot of money. And I just looked because, I'm going to become a personal trainer. And there's a lot of jobs out there for 23, 24, 25, even up to $32 an hour or even more. I could even make $60 an hour. I could charge whatever I want, Tesla stock, what's your opinion? I have heard that Tesla might be merging with OpenAI and SpaceX. So that's what they're talking about. And that's probably their way of probably trying to raise money for the company, try to get people excited. But who knows? But yeah, they might do some kind of a merger. But I think Tesla stock will go to $1,000 a share. And the Tesla ETF is called TSLL. I don't hold that right now. I will trade options on that occasionally, but I don't hold it right now. Although it may be a good time to get in before the melt up. Overvalued. You still lick little ball bag. Just look up this dude's criminal record. No, don't look up my criminal record, guys. I don't need any more hate. I don't need you guys coming at me with my past, all right? I'm LGBTQ and I'm bricked up. Bricked up means you're getting. I can't say it, okay? I can't talk about it. But this guy, something's not right in his head. Something's not right with his mind, all right? He's got major mental issues, okay? And have major self-discipline and self-control. And have major college is a scam. Dude has meth scars on his face. Meth scars? I have acne scars, bro. Way to make me feel bad about having acne. Way to make me feel fucking bad. Good thing I don't care anymore. But yeah, I get acne scars. A lot of people have problems with that. It's not nice to really try to talk about that and bring that up, though. All right? So please work on that if you can. Personal training degree, no college degree. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I'm getting my personal training degree. I'll show you what I'm working on right now. All right? And as soon as I go, I got to start working on this. I can't talk to you guys all day, but I want to answer your questions every day if I can. So here's what I'm working on right now.
This one right here, certified personal trainer. I already did this one. Now I'm on this one. So I've got to. This is how the. I don't really want you to see my email, but you could find my email, I'm sure, if you really wanted to. So I've only finished this one, and then that one, and now I'm on this one. I'm probably not even supposed to show you this stuff, guys. It takes a second to load, which is a little bit weird. So movement systems, I'm learning, describe the structures and functions of the muscular system, describe the structures, skeletal system. And a lot of this stuff you learn in health class. And this is what I'm at now. So I read a lot of this shit. See all that shit. But that's what I'm doing now, the neuromuscular system, the brain, all that stuff. And it's a lot of good information. I highly recommend it. I don't really want anyone to become a personal trainer because that's more competition for me. But, it's a freaking great career. You make so much money at it. All right. 32 an hour, that's a solid $60K or entry level pay for someone with a college degree. Yeah, but good luck finding your job, And people with a college degree, sometimes you're lucky if you make 30. And the number that you just said was 60, which is double what many people make that I have met in my life. I have met so many people with bachelor's degrees that make less than 30,000 a year. They make 24, 25, 26, 27. Freaking bachelor's degrees in English, math, science. I've met so many people in my life. And a lot of the people with college degrees, they can't get a job. Or they're forced into getting a teaching job that doesn't pay shit. Okay? Your best bet is to stay away from college and just get some kind of a certificate like I'm doing, or some kind of a faster degree. I mean, even an associate's degree at a community college is better than going to an expensive college. Yeah, you don't need to go to an expensive college. Man, now I feel bad. Best of luck, bro. No, get out of here. The real financial advice is here, but we don't actually give financial advice. Considering I'm listening, and Keith, you are into fitness. You need to know the last names and what state he lives, buddy. No college is good. It depends on what you're looking to be. Oh, he says, no, college is good. Yeah, okay, you go. We've talked about this before, and I'm actually having deja vu because we've had this conversation before about college. In many of the conversations we have, I can always recall that we've had those before. But, eventually you run out of things to talk about, and you inevitably say the same things twice. So, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get rich. Give a donation, guys. So far, we already made a few bucks today. But we need to make a lot more. We got to get a lot more. Waiting on those donations to come in, guys. Let's go. Just waiting on those donations. Come on, guys. Let's go. Thanks for those smiley faces. There's just a ton of useless degrees you can get. Oh, yeah, you can get, there's so many useless degrees, and a lot of people they love it. I think that they're preying on low IQ, unintelligent, and sometimes naivety. So they're preying on a lot of people. They're saying, oh, yeah, get this stupid degree. Freaking gender studies degree. Like, who the hell is going to take these? There's people that do. There's people that take these classes. Gender studies. Like, how fucking retarded are you? You're going to take a course like that? You can just learn that on your own time. This is retarded. This guy blew me in Alaska for silver. I did not do that, bro. No. That never happened.
And please don't bring that up. Don't tell anyone about that. That never happened. So let's move on. Let's move on. I want donations for a new motorcycle, a Hayabusa. So far we've raised $100, and we've raised over 300 on the YouTube, and we've raised over 1,000 on the Patreon. So trying to get a new Hayabusa, but we got to get you guys to donate more money. So guys, give a donation if you can. If you can't, then do so next time. All right. No, I'm just trolling you guys. You don't have to donate anything, but it would be nice. Yes. Get a degree in nursing, job opportunities. Yeah, but if you want to do that, you got to change people's diapers and freaking wait. You got to wipe people's asses. And if you only care about money, then yeah, go ahead. But it's not going to be a job that you probably like. It's probably not a job you're going to enjoy, being a nurse. They have to work very hard. They have to work long, long hours. But they can make over $100,000 a year, for sure. So if you're chasing money, then yeah, get a nursing degree, become a RN. But you actually have to go to college for a very long time to do that, you know, and it's very, very expensive. Why don't you go trade? I do. I day trade. I gave you $40. Thank you. I don't see it, but please give another 40. Give another 40 if you can. Point the headlight to the sky. Come on, guys, give a donation. Let's go. RN is only 2 years. No, it's not, stupid. An RN, registered nurse, that's a lot more than 2 years, buddy. I'm pretty sure that's like a 4-year degree, or 5. But I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. So, yeah, I am giving financial advice. They changed, but guys, please give a donation if you want to say anything. Then I'll read it, okay? Yeah, give a donation if you want me to read your comment. Let's go. I definitely need to get this protein today because my muscles need to recover because they're just feeling weak today. I did a crazy workout yesterday, and we're getting jacked, we're getting buff, and we're getting pumped. Showing you guys how it's done, how to become the most masculine version of yourself, all right? You read half of mine for free. Yeah, I didn't want to, though. I did that by accident. If you give a donation, though, if you want to ask a serious question, guys, please give a donation. Give me a tip. You tricked me. I read half of his question for free. My bad. I don't want to read any of your questions for free. None. So yeah, we're doing good. We got over 1,400 views on this video so far. We need to pump it up more though. We got to keep pumping it up. Okay. But yeah, my buddy Jordan stopped in today. That was cool. My buddy Kobe stopped in yesterday. I didn't see Kobe today though. That's harsh, bro. Yeah. Yeah. That's the real world. Okay. The real world's going to be tough on you. So that means I can't go easy on you. Okay. I'm trying to set you guys up for success. So when you guys are into some bullshit, I'm going to call you out. Call your ass out every time. And gotta get some more pills. This is my D-ball steroid. And then this one is the Anadrol. Take a little bit of D-ball, a little bit of Anadrol, and it'll pump you up. Get you big, all right? Get you real big. So you're eating ramen noodles with Pokemon hat and giving financial advice. Yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for watching as well. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I'm glad you're here with us. I don't eat ramen noodles though anymore because they're not healthy for you. I used to eat ramen noodles, but it's all processed garbage. So, you know, I'm a big believer that allowing your children to eat unhealthy is child abuse. I believe that feeding your children ramen noodles is child abuse because that's not going to benefit their skeletal structure, their mind, the body. When you eat unhealthy food that's devoid of all nutrients. All right. So yeah, you should never have ramen noodles. Don't allow your kids to eat ramen noodles. It's like the devil's food, you know. The devil wants you to die early. He wants you to be unhealthy so that you're depressed and you don't seek after God. Okay? The devil wants you to wallow in your own pain and sorrows for the rest of your life. He wants you to get cancer. And then you say, God, why would you do this to me? How did I get cancer? That's what the devil wants. He wants you to hate God. All right? That's good. One person said, shut up. I'm going to ban him. All right, he's banned. Christ is king. The Christ. Shout out to Christ. I've got to give a shout out to the Lord. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be here, you know, and we wouldn't have the opportunity for everlasting life in heaven. Unreal. You should have your head because you are like a monk who's enlightened. Thank you. Thank you very much, dude. He says I'm like a monk and I'm enlightened. That's one of the best comments that we've got today. Really appreciate that one. And this guy says, you really are a genius. Thank you. Finally, somebody notices. Somebody finally figures it out. I'm a genius. No, I'm not a genius. A genius is an IQ of like 150. I think a genius is like 155 or something, or 151 or something. But my IQ was measured at 117. So I am not by any means a genius, but I am above average, you know. And that's not the only area where I'm above average as well, okay? So, astounding. You must be a wizard. Whew, no, I'm not a wizard. Astounding. You know, I'm not a genius, but I am on another level than all the sheep. You see, most people are on the same level. And then a much, much smaller amount of people are at a higher level. Okay? Most people are on this level right here. Some people are up here. But we are up here. The reason we're up there is because all the things we talk about, all the enlightenment that we have received on this channel, all the things that I tell you about. Every time you learn new information, that has the capacity to get you to another level, to break out of the rat race, to get away from the sheep. You don't want to be a sheep that just all you do is you wake up, you go to work, and then you watch your sports, and that's all you do. That's what the sheep do. You got to reach a new level. You got to go up to another level, okay? You got to keep trying to level up. Got to break away from the typical bullshit that regular society does. The stupid, idiotic, moronic shit like watching grown men fight over a football. You got to rise above and think about attracting wealth into your life, okay? Hell yeah, bro. You got to learn how to attract wealth. Like Charlie Sheen. Dude, I love that guy. You read those comments all for free. Yeah, but we're not getting any donations. That's why. Guys, please give a donation because I'm reading all these comments for free. Thank you, Elvis the Alien. Trailer park wealth, sheep herding dog. See if we can get a real question. Come on, guys, get a real question here. For someone that really wants to get rich, ask me a question. Or ripped. We're all about getting rich and ripped. Charlie Sheen was this guy's neighbor. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good dude right there, Charlie Sheen. He was a good guy. He says, "You ever eat ass?" I don't think that's an appropriate question for the stream. And if you want me to answer that, you got to give a super chat, okay? At least $3 if you want me to answer that. All right? If you give a super chat, I'll tell you. So I'm eating eggs for protein. Got to get that protein in, guys. Try to get a half a gram to 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's how much protein you need if you lift weights. If you lift weights a lot and you take steroids, you could probably take even more protein than that. Okay? Because your body is going to know how to use it if you're on roids. Sheriffs were called out to his place for shooting his shotgun. NVIDIA and Microsoft, buy or wait? I don't like either of them. I would say stay very far away. You want to buy companies that no one's really heard of, that are going to become the next NVIDIA. You know, you don't want to buy NVIDIA, you want the next NVIDIA. So that's really what I do on this channel, is we are into better stocks than NVIDIA. NVIDIA is pretty much tapped out. I think, yeah, it could go a little bit higher. It could push up to 275, but even that is not a huge gain, you know. It's just a popular stock that people love to buy. They think they're impressive if they buy it. They think highly of themselves if they own it. Oh, I own NVIDIA. I own one of the biggest companies. I'm so smart. This company is doing amazing things and I own it. It's like for people that want to boost their ego, they buy NVIDIA. It's people that are on a low level. In my opinion, I know my music's not going to like that at all. And a lot of people are going to hate me. But I think the people that chase after these magnificent stocks, they're on a lower level of understanding about the universe. And about how business works, you know. Because these magnificent 7 stocks have been pumped up to the moon. So that means there's no reason to keep on accumulating. You got to buy stocks that are going to become the next Mag 7. Okay? We're looking for the next generation of Mag 7 stocks. And this is going to be in the commodities markets. Oil, gold, silver. This is where we need to go. Not go to the Mag 7. We got to go to the dividend commodity stocks. Okay? That's one of my main messages here, is that, yeah, you don't want to buy the Mag 7. Crypto, yeah. I like crypto. I don't like XRP. I like XRP at 50 cents, but I don't really like it at $1.40. I don't like it at $2. I don't like it at $3. But whenever XRP hits 50 cents, that's really when I load up. And then when it hits about $2-3, that's when I sell. So that's my advice for XRP. Load up at 50 cents, sell it at 3. If you keep doing that over the years, you should be able to accumulate a lot of wealth. Because you got to assume XRP is going to keep going like this. Just buy it when it's down at 50 and then sell it when it's up at 3. Genius move, you know. Ethereum. I think Ethereum is still too high. It needs to come down. That tells me, because Ethereum is still overvalued right now, that tells me that the crypto market as a whole still potentially has more to fall. Doesn't mean it will fall, but it means potentially there is further to go. And XRP needs to be down at 50 cents for the bear market to fully capitulate. Okay? So because XRP and Ethereum and Solana and Bitcoin are still kind of high, I think that there's a chance that all of crypto will keep going down. And then once Bitcoin hits 30, 35, 40,000, that's probably going to be where the lows are. Why would oil or dividend stocks be the next bottom? They're not at a bottom. Dividend stocks are stable and less growth. No, there's some dividend stocks with extremely high growth potential. Okay, oil. Oil's got growth potential. And oil will go to $400 a barrel. And right now it's only at about 65 a barrel. So any oil stock that pays a high dividend has got a lot of potential. You know, I'm not looking at Exxon or Chevron or BP. I'm looking at like Occidental Petroleum. I'm looking at Indo, WTI. I'm looking at Petrobrazil. I'm looking at Ecopetrol. Okay. So these are the good ones, the good dividend stocks, Ecopetrol and Petrobrazil. These have huge, huge growth potential. Massive, massive. The stock, Petrobrazil, is only $15 right now. I think that could easily go up to 120. That's massive growth. And then the dividends, if Petrobrazil goes to 120 a share, what do you think the dividends are going to be? It's going to be absolutely insane. That's going to pay your rent. Okay. I think Petrobrazil is going to be the next big one. This guy's sending $50 right now. Thank you. I can't appreciate him. I can't appreciate you enough, dude. You made my day, bro. He says he's sending $50. I love you, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, Petrobras. Yeah, very high dividend. The dividend looks like it's only 7% now, but that's because it's measured against their last dividend and their current price. Okay, so if the price of Petrobrazil keeps going up, the dividends will come back up. It's just because of their last dividend was low compared to their current stock price. It's the 7%. But I think Petrobrazil usually has higher than that, a little bit higher. Okay, but that's insane. 7% dividend? Where else are you going to get that? Where the fuck are you going to get that? Well, we got all the stocks where you're going to get that. ET, Energy Transfer, okay? Ecopetrol, like I said. Devon Energy. We got to go where the money's at, all right? Chase after those dividend gains. Get rich. Get rich or die trying. But yeah, remember guys, I'll read the comments if you give a super chat. Let's go. Super chats for comments. But I do, of course, read some of the comments for free, okay? Because if I didn't, then you guys would all leave, and I would be left all by myself. So, Mo was 10% last year. Mo. He says Mo stock. What's Mo? Mo. Altria Group. Dividend is 6%, $1 a share. Yeah, but it's $67 a share. Petrobrazil is only 15 bucks. You can get way more shares for your money. And Petrobrazil is nowhere near its all-time high. MO is very, very, very close to its all-time high. And I'm guessing MO is not into oil. Okay, you want oil. Right now you want oil. What's MO do? Holding company which engages in the manufacture sale of cigarettes. They sell cigarettes. Smokable products, oral tobacco products. Well, cigarettes are extremely freaking popular. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of the stock though, but I think we could push higher. If it goes above 75 bucks, then there's the potential to go up to $100, 100, 120, 150. Okay, once we break above 75 on MO, I think it's going to probably be looking good from there. But I don't hold this stock. I could buy it. Sure. This guy says, you're gay. I definitely should not have read that comment. Please, if you're going to leave a bad comment, then also leave a super chat, okay? No matter what you say, I will read it as long as you give a super chat, okay? Provident Metals have any deals? Can you break a bottle over your head? Okay, Provident Metals. What's MU? MU stock. Oh, Micron. I don't like that one. It's one of those big pumped up ones that's artificially pumped. But Provident Metals. So, he wants to know if there's any deals on silver right now. I'm probably going to say that there's not any real deals. No, because the silver demand is so high. So they don't really need to give any deals because people are buying the silver like crazy. So you should not be chasing after the deals. Just fucking buy what you can when you can, okay? But let's see if they have, it says, high demand is causing delays in processing, shipping, and customer support response times, okay? You see, so many people are flooding in and buying silver right now because they see what's coming into the future. They see that if they buy silver now, they can become rich, all right? So is there any deals on silver? Let's check out silver rounds. I really don't see any deals. You might be able to get a deal on like 40% silver coins. Yeah, that's going to be your best bet, is to buy, well, there's no 90%. There's no 90%. You can't buy 90%. Look, 40%, 40%, 40%, 35, 40. They don't even have 90% silver. That's kind of crazy. But if you can find 90% silver at spot, that would be a deal. But they don't have it here. No. Do they have any sections for deals? There's no deals. No. 1 ounce rounds are going for $85, 85 bucks. You can get, oh, look at this. Here's a deal right here. I just found a deal for you, buddy. Right here, Dodgers. 1 ounce for $77.91. $77.91. Look at the price. $77.07. $77.91. So that is a really good deal. Let's see what they go for. Oh, they don't have any. Out of stock. Sorry, we're sold out. No, ain't no deals on silver. Ain't no deals. That usually means it's going higher, okay? I always bring up TeraWolf options. Remember? The TeraWolf options had a very high premium. But that was telling you, that high premium tells you that TeraWolf was going to skyrocket. I told you to buy it at $2.40. Now it's at like $16. And when it was at 240 cents, we thought the options were expensive. Isn't that crazy? But I did it anyways. I bought options and I made thousands of dollars on TeraWolf. And my buddy, he made over 150,000 on it. He made 155,000 on TeraWolf. And I did very well too. But I didn't do as well as him. But that just goes to show, whenever you have to pay a big premium, fucking pay it. Okay? All these people were in like Ireland and they were telling me, if I'm in Ireland, if I want to buy silver in Ireland, I have to pay a big premium. Like I said, pay it. I said, pay the premium. And if you paid the premium, then you're making a lot of money right now, okay? So just like there's a high premium on silver right now, that's telling you that silver is going to keep going. If there was a very low premium on silver, I would say don't touch it. It's probably going to keep going down then, okay? So a high premium is good. It's real good. Yeah, that's sold out, bro. I mean, I wonder how much of their silver is sold out. These ones are selling fast. Let's see if they have any of these ones. It's $85.50 per ounce. Available and ready to ship. Yeah, you can buy silver for $85.50. But if you only buy 1 to 19, it's $86.50. So you're paying close to a $10 premium. What I say is fucking pay it. Pay that premium. Okay? Don't look for deals. Just pay the freaking premium, bro. If you keep looking for deals, you're not going to buy. Because you ain't going to find a deal. Ain't going to find it. I'm triggering you guys. Let's get this money, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys. We got 36 likes today. Doing pretty good. This guy says he's hungry. He says, I will pay the premium if you lick my balls. We don't talk like that here, bro, okay? He says, are you Jeffrey Epstein's son? No. I'm not. I got nothing to do with him. But isn't it funny, though, how we're finding out about all this stuff, about what Roseanne said is true? Corey Fieldman, what they said, they're eating the babies, they're killing them, they're drinking the blood, and nobody's getting arrested. Nobody even cares. It's like, this is normal. It's like vampires are normal. They're killing babies. Okay, that's fine. Nobody even cares because we have our sports. We have our football. Okay, so we use our sports to try to block out reality. Do you realize how stupid you are being if you're the kind of person that you watch sports and you're blocking out reality? No, you have to accept reality. You have to be afraid by reality. Because when you're afraid, you're going to prepare. Okay? What's the best way to prepare against all the evil? Well, it's to accept God and repent of your sins. That's how you deal with evil. Okay? You make sure that you're good. There could be all this evil around you, but that doesn't matter when you have God. Okay? God will destroy the evil. He will not allow a demon anywhere near you. If you truly do believe in God, you will not be troubled with demons. All right? The demons don't go after those people quite as much because they're afraid of God. But Satan will still try to get you sometimes. All right? He's going to try to make you fall into temptation. All right? Roseanne. She's not my aunt. But yeah, you guys got to find out what she's saying. You guys got to look her up. Look what she's saying, you know? Are you a KKK leader? No. I don't have any problem with the blacks, okay? I'm not a KKK leader, no. I teach acceptance of all people unless they are evil. There are evil people on this world. Okay? But the black community is not the enemy. They are not evil at all. The enemy is, I'm not going to say it. Okay? But but isn't it strange how every president has kissed the wall? You know that? Almost every president has kissed the wall, the wailing wall, this idiotic, moronic thing that these preachers go, oh, in front of this stupid wall. It's like they're worshiping a wall. And every president has kissed the wall except for JFK, and he was assassinated. Okay? Isn't that strange? Don't you guys think about this stuff and ask yourself why sometimes? Or are you just too obsessed with your football and your sports to care about the real world, to care about how to protect yourself from evil? It's good that we know that the evil is happening so that we know how to respond to it. Okay? Pokemon spreading the knowledge. We have been manipulated. It's happening because no one pays attention and plays into the government and elite's hands. Well said, buddy. They are trying to manipulate all of us. But you got to say, I'm not going to let them get me. They're not getting me. Do you shave your balls? Yeah. Probably like once every 6 months. All right? Please give super chats, though. We don't want to be answering all these questions for free, all right? But you shave your balls, it's easy to get cut. If you don't have a good shaver, it's very hard to get close. So it's really one of the freaking most annoying things that men have to deal with is trying to shave their balls. Yeah, it's very annoying. It's not something that I look forward to, okay? I look forward when the process is done, but not during the process. Because I've cut myself many times and been bleeding, you know? It's not fun. Not fun. They have you. You buy a house, you rent land forever, so we really don't own anything. Yeah, the bank owns the house, the government owns the land, you got to pay taxes to the government, otherwise they'll take your land, they'll take your house that's on your land. If you can't pay your taxes, they'll take your entire house away. Okay? Even if you own the house, you still got to pay your taxes or they will take that shit. You know? It's not right. This is not the way that the country was supposed to be. Okay? Evil has taken over. Evil has taken over. All right.
This guy just bought a 1/4 ounce of gold.
Good job, bro. You got some gold. We all got to buy more gold, okay? All of us. Like this. Look at that beauty. It's polished. Diamonds. Those are real diamonds too. All right. Small diamonds are not worth a lot of money though, because they're just very common. Okay. What's up, dude? Just here to say God bless you. And hope well. Baller. Thanks, Baller. I really appreciate the good words. Okay. You're going to get there too. We're both going to rise to the top. We're both going to level up. All right. We both are. Promise you that. You're well on your way. I can tell. Because you're here and you're commenting and it's positive. Positivity. Can we talk about the sevenfold mentioned in the Bible? Sevenfold. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. There's something biblical about that. Someone talked about that before, where that saying came from or whatever. Something about that that's very significant, but I don't really even know. I don't remember what it was. My niece is half black, and he called her, all diamonds are common, stupid. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I say. The diamond market, he called me stupid, but I'm the one that always told you that the diamond market is manipulated. It's controlled by De Beers, and there's actually, diamonds are very common, okay? The thing is, they can restrict the supply of diamonds on the market so that the market's not being flooded. But in reality, diamonds ain't really worth shit. They're so common, they're not worth anything. They're only worth money because the market it's created, it's manipulated. All right? They can create a market with marketing. Oh, you need to buy this diamond. You need this. Diamonds are forever. The marriage is going to be forever. No, you don't need a diamond. You don't need a diamond to get married at all. That's just what society is pressuring on us so that we spend the money. It's all about large corporations. The big's getting bigger. All right? Will silver be worth more in a few years? Oh, yeah. Silver is going to be worth a lot more, bro. Easily. Thievery will be paid back sevenfold. The way I see it, your sin and experiences are shaped off of that. Maybe just me, though. Thievery will be paid. The Bible probably says something about the sevenfold, but I don't really know that much about it, okay? But if you steal, you definitely are not going to be having good karma, as they say. Okay? Would you fist fight a bum for 500? Yeah. Sure. Absolutely, I would. I would fist fight a bum for 500, yeah. All markets are manipulated. Yes. 80% owns 90% of the market. Yes. Well, may not be that high, but just saying. Yes. Okay. A lot of the markets are owned by people with their 401ks. That's probably the primary, or one of the primary owners is just normal citizens with 401ks. But a lot of the rich people have the majority of the wealth. Yes. Most of the wealth is controlled by the top 10%, or even the top 5%, or top 1%, No. Eggs. I got eggs and broccoli. All right. Got to get that protein. And, I'm not even really hungry for some reason. Yeah. I ain't even hungry, but just, I got to kind of force myself to get the protein down because I need the body to heal. John preaching and they aren't listening. Open your ears, people. Thank you, guys. Thank you, bro. The bullet traders. Yep. I've seen you before here. I think you gave a donation once before, too. So, yeah, thank you for the good words. These people need to open up their ears and their minds to what is actually happening in the world with the freaking... Oh, I think someone's here. I got to go.